Hello Giants fans, welcome to Giants Baseball 101. I'm Gabe Vaughn, your host. The Giants lost to the Astros today 7-3, and by now I think it's just clear that management is responsible for this. The Giants, we kept up hope for a long time after their lost offseason. President of Baseball Operations Farhan Zaidi promised that it was going to be a big offseason for the Giants, and it wasn't anything close to that. But we kept up hope for a long time since we realized that the talent is there in the roster and we don't want to overlook it. And they've got a lot of solid players and all that. And it was really on through spring training too that we still had pretty high hopes for the Giants, especially since we realized that they had ability to hit for power and just a lot of little things that could add up. And it's not that all of that proved to be false either. No, they do. They hit two home runs today, and it's not that all of those predictions really turn out to be wrong. That they've been able to do a lot, and they do have good starting pitchers and hitters who can get things done at the plate, and I think well-rounded talent on their roster in some ways. A lot of that proved to be true, but it just seems like every day somebody messes up for the Giants. Somebody just blows it. And the past couple of days, including today, it's been the bullpen. It's just inexplicable how the Giants can't get that together. I'm not sure that the bullpen was really given a whole lot of attention. I'm not saying it was given none. I'm just saying I'm not sure the bullpen was given a whole lot of attention when people were talking about all of the Giants' strengths and just where their roster stands overall and trying to predict the number of wins they would accumulate. A lot of talk was given to the Giants' starting rotation and how there was a high probability that it would be one of the best in baseball, and we have seen some good starts. Whether we can say that the rotation has been the best in baseball, I think that's a flat no. But the power has been there. We have seen a lot of home runs, and I'm not going to deny that. But the bullpen, the thing that not a lot of attention was given to, maybe a bit more should have. Because today, the Giants, they actually had the lead for a brief period of time on Jock Peterson's 2-run home run in the third inning. Then the Astros tied it against starter Ross Stripling. Sean Jelly came in out of the bullpen. He allowed 5 runs. Now, why was he in long enough to allow 5 when it was initially a close game? I don't know. I just can't answer that, but the point is, he lost the game. And it's really just sad that their relievers can't get stuff done. And this was the second day in a row when the bullpen blew it. And probably that's just an area where we might just have to look at that and say the bullpen could be the thing that kills the Giants this year if it's not corrected soon. Because they keep these 2 days in a row, they both should have been wins for the Giants. I mean, today I don't know that I want to say that too strongly, given that it was just a 1-run lead in the third inning, but still, you just see the critical nature of those late inning games and all that. And the Giants were looking at bullpen options in the free agent market, maybe not as much as with other areas of the roster, but last offseason they were, I think, looking at some guys they could sign for the bullpen. like with the rest of it, they just didn't do a very good job on that. They pursued free agent closer Kenley Jansen, but ultimately I believe it was, actually I forget who signed him, but it wasn't the Giants. It is a good thing that they didn't sign Edwin Diaz, not that they were thinking of doing it, but that's probably the one good thing. From what they would have known then, would have been a big mistake not to go after him, but that turned out well. He hurt his knee. He's out for the entire 2023 season, so that's one good thing. But the way the Giants' bullpen is now, it's not performing, and they're just facing too many of those close situations in the late innings for that to really be okay. And it's not. Lamont Wade Jr. had a solo shot in the 8th, but it wasn't enough to get the Giants back in the game. They ended it behind 4 runs, the Astros, and they dropped game 1. It's not going to be denied that the Astros are a really tough team to beat. And I mean a really tough one. They won the World Series last year, and let's see, the year before, the last couple of years, last 2 years they won the World Series. The year before that, they were in the American League Championship Series. The year before that, in the World Series, and just it's been, I think as far back as 2017, they've at least been in the championship series. They are just a really tough team to beat. Even after their cheating scandal and all that, they remained, that was exposed, they couldn't do it anymore, but they remained a tough team, and yet the Giants still blew a chance that they had to beat them today, and that's not a good thing. Thank you for watching. This has been Giants Baseball 101. Please subscribe if you haven't. Also, please leave your questions and comments. You know where to do it. I'll see you next time on Giants Baseball 101.